Hey guys, in this video we shall see the problem on LeetCode. Myself Ankita. So today's problem is minimum cost for tickets. You have planned some train traveling 1 year in advance. The days of the year in which you travel are given as an integer array days. So integer array days. Each day in the integer is from 1 to 365. That means it's a non-leap year. And what else they have given? Train tickets are sold in three different ways. Three different ways of train tickets are there. One is 1 day pass, one is 7 day pass, and the other one is 30-day pass. And 1 day pass cost is nothing but that's so for cost of zero, 2 rupees here, $2. And 7 day pass is sold for cost of one, $7. And 30-day pass is sold for cost of $2. Whatever we have. The passes that allow many days of consecutive travel. For example, what does it mean? It is nothing but if you start from the second day and you take a 7 day pass on that day, from the second day till the plus seventh day, that is nothing but till eighth day, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Total 7 days. This 7 day pass is valid. You can travel with the 7 day pass among all these days from 2 to 8. So if you take a 7 day pass on a day 2 of the year, then the 7 day pass is valid until 7 days from the day 2. That is nothing but 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Total of 7 days 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So from day 2 till the seventh day, this 7 day pass is valid. Similarly, that applies for 30-day pass also. From day 2 till the 30th day. That would be 31st, I guess. Total 30 days would be here. In those many days, this 30-day pass will be applicable. If you take a daily pass, 1 day pass, then for only that day, that pass will be applicable. So that is what they have told. The passes allow that many days of consecutive travel. So what our approach, what we have to solve here is return the minimum number of dollars you need to travel every day in the given list of dates. That means if you take this example, uh, yeah, one sec. So if I take this example, you could say uh, if you take this is 1 day pass, this is 7 day pass, and this is a 3 day pass cost, right? So if you imagine you are taking 1 day pass for all the days here, you are traveling on the first, fourth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 20th day in the year in a train. So you have to take passes. Imagine you are taking 1 day pass that will cost you 2 rupees for each. So total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days, 6 into 2, 12 rupees, $12 it will cost you, $12. But is this the optimal, I mean, lowest price you can buy? No. If you check, imagine from the first day, you're taking 7 day pass. That is valid till the seventh day. So till here, 7 day pass you taking. So that will cost you how many rupees? How many bucks? $7. So after this 7, you check for 8th and then the next the 20th. So both these doesn't come in the same week, right? 8 is different week, 20th is different week. Hence that doesn't come in same week. So if you take month, that comes in the same month, but if you take that monthly pass, that will cost you 15 rupees, total of 15 rupees. But if you take daily pass for each of them, that will cost you 2 rupees. So total of 7 plus 9, 2 plus 2, 11. But here, if you take monthly pass, 7 plus 15, that will cost you more than 11, right? So you can see, instead of taking daily pass, 1 day pass, that would cost you 12 rupees. If you take 7 day pass once and then one day pass, it will cost you 11 rupees, which is the optimal. That is the minimum number of dollars that we need to travel every in the given list of days. So we have to find optimal solution. Similarly, it applies for this example as well. So What's the approach to solve the problem? So we'll be using dynamic programming approach. So as we use a dynamic programming approach, we'll be using a bottom-up approach. We'll iterate from the back till the front. So let's consider the array 1, 4, 6, 8, and then 20. So if you take this up, this would be 8. As I said, we will be starting from the last of the array till the front, right? So we will be this element first. So for this element, last element, one element, you have to find or you have to check whether the given costs are 2, 7, and 15. So 2, 7, and 15. Since it's a single day, you can take daily pass. But sometimes the monthly pass will be lesser than the 1 day pass. Monthly pass or weekly pass will be lesser than the daily pass. 7 day pass or 30-day pass cost will be lesser than the 1 day pass. So in that case, so it's better to nothing take minimum of all three. 1 day pass, 7 day pass. Let me take a C1, C7, and C30. So minimum of 1 day pass, 7 day pass, or 30-day pass. C30. So this is for single day. So now you have something minimum of all three. Next comes in this part, next element from the backwards. So here 8. For 8, you have to check whether the ith plus 1th element is appears in the same week. Does it appear in the same week? No. So it's better to take again 1 day pass. That would cost you C1. That is number 2 rupees. Then fine. Uh, you might take 30-day pass, but cost of 30-day pass is more than cost of 1 day pass. So you are taking C1 here. Again, you are doing the minimum operation. So next again you come to the next one. So all these things. Yeah, these things have not been calculated. Only the right part you have to focus on because we're doing bottom up approach. Going from the end of the array to the beginning of the array. Now for 7, if you consider and how do you solve this problem? Yeah, let's take a general case here. So if you have something elements like this and yeah, these many things you have calculated earlier, that will contain 8 and 20 as I said, that things we did C1 and here we took C1 again, 1 day pass, and here you consider 7 and 1, 4, 6 are present this side, two sides. So at this point you have the pointer now. Now here you have to take you have to uh, check whether amount you have to take, is it 1 day pass or is it 7 day pass or is it 30-day pass. For that what you have to calculate each one of them and find minimum of all three, what we did here. So how to calculate each one of them in such cases in the mid of the array if you have some number. So for that C1, it is nothing but the cost of this, whatever you have, that is C1 plus dp of I plus 1, dp of I plus 1. This is for the 1 day pass. Next, if you take for 7 day pass, if you calculate, so C1 equal to C1 plus nothing. So C7, 7 day pass. If you take here, so from here for 7 day pass, this 1 day will be included from here till the 7th day, total 7 days. So here you, if you have D7, that will be applicable, and the remaining days after this, whatever you have, that will be nothing but cost of that dp of d7 which you calculated before. So this would be c7 cost till the 7 day pass, that will applicable to 7 days. Then for the later part is nothing but dp of d7. d7 will be pointing to some ith value here, from here 7 days ahead. Next, similarly for 30th pass also, if you take 30th 30 days pass, which is better, anything you can take. If you take 30 days pass, from here till the 30th day, that is applicable. So if here it is d30, from here that is nothing, your normal calculation would be. So that for 30 day pass, if you take c30 plus dp of d30, that ith pointer will point to 30 days from the given pointer. So you have to find minimum of this and this. That will be the what cost bucks you will be spending to this day particular. Similarly you do for all other days, and finally you will get dp of 0 as a result. So let's code this so that you will better understand. I'll explain the example hand in hand. At first you need to calculate the length of the array. So int n equal to days dot length. So once you calculate the now let's create the dynamic array. Int dp equal to new int of n plus 1. Let the size be n plus 1. So now we have to initialize the array with some value. So for int I equal to 0, I lesser than n, and I plus plus dp of I, let be equal to some large value 365 star. We'll assign it with the minimum cost of, that's nothing but you are taking the 1 day pass cost of 0. So this is the worst case possible you are considering. Next, after this, coming to the actual part, you start with the end of the array till the beginning of the array. So bottom of output. So for int I equal to n minus 1, I greater than or equal to 0, and I plus plus. At first you need to calculate the 1 day pass, then similarly 7 day pass, and similarly 30 day pass. So how do we do that? 1 day pass, let initialize to c1 equal to cost of 0, because you are taking 1 day pass. That is for, if here you are pointing here, cost of 0 plus the remaining cost, that is nothing but dp of I plus 1. That is this cost which we initialized, right? That one. That is for 1 day. Next, coming to the, let's initialize the um, 7 day pass, d7 equal to I, and d30 also equal to I. Fine. Now you have to calculate the 7 day pass. So while d7, that I value should be less than n, and you have to check if you are pointing here, you have to check the next value is coming in the same week. How do you check that? There's nothing but days of d7, that value is lesser than days of I plus 7. So if you are pointing here, from here to still the 7 days, if the days of d7 value is lesser than this, then that means that comes in the same week. So at that time you have to increment d7 by d7 plus plus. Similar for the 30th day, d30 pass also, 30 day pass also. So d30 less than n, and days of d30, whatever value you have here, that should be less than days of I plus 30. So for example, if we take 30-day pass here, consider, imagine the pointer pointing here. So days of 30 is pointing here, right? So that is 7. And days of I plus 30 is nothing but 7 plus 30. So that is 7. Yeah, it is coming in the part, right? So D30 plus plus. So increment D30. So it will point here now. Now again you check whether days of D38 plus 30. So 8 is less than days of I plus 30. Days of I is nothing but 7 plus 30. Yeah, it is coming in that value. So whatever from here, how many values you get inside the 30 days, you take all those into account and you increment D plus plus. So once you have this D7, D30 and the cost C1 also, you have to take the minimum at least. So TP of I, finally it would be minimum method min of what C1 comma again math dot min, because in Java min can take only two arguments, right? That's why first you find the min of 7 day and 30 day. From that minimum part you take compare it with the 1 day pass. So min of cos of 1 plus dp of d7, that is one thing. Then again cos of 2 plus dp of d30. So d7 d30 will be pointing somewhere over here, right? So that many cost you have to add whatever you found. So at last, as we are having the bottom up approach from the back till the beginning of the array, you have to return dp of 0. So this at last it will have total sum. Now we'll run this. Index 7 out of range. Oh, this should be I minus minus. I didn't get it. Sorry. Yeah, it's been accepted. Now we'll submit this. Yeah, problem has been successfully submitted. So basic logic what we applied actually is dynamic programming approach, that is bottom up approach we use. And at each time, at each index, you calculate the 1 day pass. What will be the 1 day pass? If you consider 1 day pass for this index, what will be the total cost? If you consider 7 day pass, what will be the total cost? If you consider 30-day pass, what will be the total cost? And we take minimum of all three. That is what done. So to calculate 1 day pass, so if you consider 1 day pass for this, for the remaining it will be nothing but dp of I plus 1. That is what written here. If you consider 7 day pass, how do we check that? So each element iterate whatever we have, that should be lesser than the 7 plus 30 7 days, 14 days. If you come here, if you consider, so days of D7 is 20. So is 20 lesser than 7 plus 7? Days of I is 7. 7 plus 7, 14. No. So that won't be coming in that week. No. So but for 8, 8 plus 8 is lesser than 7 plus 7, 14. So that will be incremented. So D7 plus plus. So that cost you add. So cost of 1 means till the 7 days, this is fine. Cost of 1. And for the remaining part, whatever you have D7 is pointing here. So that cost dp of D7 you have to add. So we are using dynamic programming approach. I hope you guys have understood the problem. If you have any doubts, please drop in the comment section. We'll come up with another video in the problem with the next session. Until then, subscribe to the channel. Keep learning. Thank you.